There's a trend going around where people talk about the products recommended by influencers that they purchased. And I started looking around my own home and I realized that quite a few I had bought because I was influenced to buy them. So I thought I'd share some of the products that I bought related to the kitchen that I was influenced to purchase. Some of these are good, some of these are not so good, but I'm gonna try and give you guys my honest opinion. I have some food items, some cookware, houseware, even some things that aren't actual products, but more of systems for organization that I feel really work well. First, we're gonna start with something that I bought over the summer. This was really popular on TikTok because that was what we used to make all those viral chopped salads. But as you can see, I never used it because it's still up here and it's still in its box. But it's this viral chopper. This chopper is used to dice up tomatoes, onions, peppers, whatever, just in seconds by pushing it through the chopper device because it has these grates on it. To be honest, I haven't used it because, well, I mean, I do keep it way up there, so it's super inconvenient for me to dig out to use, but I really don't find chopping vegetables all that hard to begin with. I usually have my cutting board and my knife out when I'm cooking dinner, so it's just really easy for me to chop up things as I'm cooking something in my skillet, just chop up the vegetables for the next step. And plus those items are really easy to wash too, by hand or throw them in the dishwasher. This thing, I feel like food would get stuck in these little grates, so that's just been my biggest hesitation. Maybe I just need to give it a whirl. Maybe I should just sell it. I don't know. If you have one of these and you love it, let me know because maybe I can be convinced to actually use it since I bought it. Speaking of things that I buy and never use, I let my Ninja Creamy sit around for a year before I used it. And I'm actually mad at myself for this one because I finally did use it over the summer and I cannot believe that I've just been sitting on a gold mine. It is so easy to make ice cream with this thing and it truly is the creamiest ice cream that you're ever gonna have. Sometimes those homemade ice creams can get rock hard when you put them in the freezer, but if you pour your mixture into these pint jars and then give them a spin after they're frozen, it makes the most scoopable creamy ice cream of all time. I highly, highly recommend. And you don't have to make an egg-based ice cream recipe either. You can use my recipe for 5-ingredient egg-free ice cream and get the same results. I have a new food item that I've been wanting to try. Do you guys remember Miracle Noodles? They make those shirataki noodles that are made out of konjac root. They have the most unpleasant smell ever and they're very, very rubbery in texture. That's why a lot of people are put off by them. Well, they came out with a new noodle. These are egg white spaghetti noodles and I was influenced to buy this by Maria Emmerich. I saw it and I like the idea of these because they are high protein. They're 10 grams of protein, less than 1 gram of carb. And it's actually the recipe, it's that recipe that went viral like a year or so ago where they were like high protein noodles, I think made from, well, these are made from eggs and they had that sodium alginate in it to use to help it gel together. So it's just, they've commercially made that recipe into a product. So I thought it'd be fun to try these. And really these look so easy to make. There's no boiling required. They're ready to eat. You just drain out the water and add them to your favorite pasta. I don't have any marinara pasta to put in with these, but I do have some leftover steak tip sauce that I'm gonna heat up and we'll try it on top of these noodles and see how they taste. They're very long. Wow, these are actually really good. I'm really quite floored. I thought they were gonna have that same texture or flavor like the shirataki noodles do, but they don't. Like the texture tastes just like spaghetti and it takes on the flavor of, you know, the sauce that I have in here. It's actually really surprisingly good. The only thing I don't like is the color. They're just so stark white. It kind of reminds me of maggots, but yeah. So good job, Maria Emmerich. Since we're on the subject of keto influencers, if there's one product that a lot of us seem to recommend, it is Element Electrolytes, and there's a good reason for that. Of all of the electrolyte drinks and powder mixes that are out there, Element Electrolytes is my preferred brand, and I've actually partnered with them for this video. I like to drink it first thing in the morning after sleeping 6 to 8 hours without any water. I wake up dehydrated, and Element is the best thing that I can take to rehydrate me. It is delicious, and it has all the electrolytes I need from 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. This is a science-backed formula. And I don't always have a full packet. I mean, sometimes a half a packet is really what I use. It just depends on the size of the water bottle that I'm using. But I also love that it doesn't contain any sugar, no fillers, any artificial colorings. It's perfectly formulated for those on a low carb diet. Right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with any order. This is a great way to try some of their flavors before you purchase a bunch, so you can figure out which ones are your favorites. Just go to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus to get yours. As the weather gets chilly, I like to drink their chocolate salts. Their Element Chocolate Medley Pack is packed with flavors like mint chocolate, chocolate chai, and chocolate raspberry. I mix them in with hot water to make the most delicious, low-carb flavored hot chocolate that has only 1 gram of carb per serving. And if you think the idea of salty chocolate sounds strange, just know that in baking, salt actually enhances the sweetness of things. So that's what it's doing here, and that's a good thing. Again, go to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus to get yours. Now that I'm done with my morning electrolytes, let's move on to the next priority, which is coffee. I've mentioned this in a couple of my recent videos, but instead of using coffee creamer to flavor my coffee, I have been using a protein shake. Specifically, this caramel protein shake from Premier Protein. I got this idea from Lori from the Felicia Nurse on YouTube. I have followed her from the start of my keto journey. She is an OG YouTuber out there who has followed a keto diet for a long time. She's kind of gone back and forth to it. I think right now she's on a GLP-1 journey, but she had talked about using the Premier Protein as her coffee flavoring, and it also provides her with an extra boost of protein in the morning. So I started doing that, and I was amazed at how well it flavors my coffee, gives it that perfect tan, creamy appearance that I just love. So I'm never going back. It was like the best suggestion ever. Besides a protein shake, a protein powder that I was recently influenced to try was the 1UP Nutrition protein powder. I usually like to use Isopure zero carb protein powder, and I still do. It's my go-to for when I'm doing any sort of baking or cooking that requires protein powder. I even use it in my protein shakes. But I'm starting to fall in love with this protein powder. They have a bunch of fun flavors, and I love this lemon one mixed in with Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. They even have peach ring flavor, which I think would be phenomenal with cottage cheese. I am a big fan of peaches mixed in with cottage cheese. It's something that I always enjoyed as a kid. So I think I could nail that flavor combination with using the peach ring protein powder mixed in with the cottage cheese. I recently tried their amazing peanut butter cookie shake mix, and I developed a recipe in my cookbook using this protein powder, and it's just phenomenal. But it's not just the flavor that I adore or the fact that it has 20 grams of protein per scoop. It's 0 fat and 0 carb too. And like I said, tons of fun flavors. Let's move back to the coffee, but let's talk about coffee mugs. Look at these ceramic mugs. If you are looking for a unique gift for the holiday season, check out Wolf Ceramics. They are a ceramic shop based in Hood River, Oregon. I believe they're there. At least I know one of their shops is there. And their ceramics are beautiful. These are some of the pieces that I've collected recently to use in my cookbook, but their mugs are my favorite. They have a mug club that you can join for $50. You get a limited edition mug made and sent to you every quarter. They're so fun, and the best part is that they're dishwasher and microwave safe. Speaking of liquid holding vessels, I was influenced 2 years ago to buy a Stanley mug right before they started to come out and just go crazy. And I really gotta say, I am not a big fan. Sure, I love the colors, it's fun, I love this aesthetic, but they don't fit in my cup holder in my car, and they leak when they fall over because of the straw. And no, I'm not gonna get that stupid little cap and all the little accessories people put on there. And I don't think they're dishwasher safe. Oh, it actually does say it's dishwasher safe. Well, I've been washing mine by hand. Instead, I have switched to using the Yeti version, which I love just as much. Still comes in fun colors, still keeps it cool. I don't like that it still leaks, but it actually fits better in my cup holder in my car, and this one definitely is dishwasher safe. I either use that or just my stainless steel one I got from Lululemon. That definitely is leak proof, and it's not going to spill all over the place. Next, let's talk about a couple of organization systems that have been working for me. The first are these baggy organizer bins. If you're regularly watching Instagram or TikTok videos, you've probably seen these. I thought they were a little gimmicky at first, but the more I saw them recommended, the more I was influenced to get them. And I really don't regret it. I love them. It looks so much better in here too, rather than having all of the boxes that the baggies came in. I love that they all pack into a nice box size, and I don't have to worry about the box or the lid from blocking me closing the drawer. I also love this cutting tool on the plastic wrap. It is so convenient. The only one I don't have is the container for the aluminum foil one, but that's because I use the extended length aluminum foil and they don't have one of these boxes that are that size. Another system I was influenced to try about 13 years ago was by Nikki from At Home with Nikki, and this is a spice drawer that she recommends. And I can't remember if she originally used these exact containers or labels, but she was the first one to show at least me this way of organizing your spices and how you can easily see them, and they fit nice into a drawer in these containers that are all the same size, and it's just really easy to find what you're looking for, grab it, and decant what you need. Now these jars are from IKEA, but I get them from Amazon too, and everything I mentioned in this video is going to be linked down below in the description box for you. My last organization system doesn't really need a specific product. In fact, it's actually free. You don't have to purchase something for it. You could, but that's to have a time will tell bin. This was first introduced to me from Dawn, the Minimal Mom. Having a bin or a place to put papers and things that you think that you're going to need to keep but not sure of is a great way to get clutter off of your catch-all area of your home. And for me, it's this area of the counter. And I actually have 2 time will tell bins. This one I picked up from Marshall's, and then I have a drawer. And when both of these get full, I just go through them and throw away what I don't really need to keep, and then organize the things to go elsewhere of the things that I do need to keep. Let's talk about bakeware and appliances. First is my favorite line of bakeware. This one I was influenced to buy from a couple of different YouTubers and baking blogs. It is the USA Pan line of bakeware. I was on the hunt for a muffin tin that was truly non-stick and easy to clean, and I saw this one recommended, and the influencer was right. Like, nothing sticks to it. It's easy to clean. Anything that might even get stuck on here, it just easily wipes off. I don't know what they coat with these, but seriously, the best bakeware. For appliances, about 13 to 15 years ago, my husband was influenced to purchase a particularly expensive blender. No, it's not the Vitamix. It's one that Starbucks and Jamba Juice use. This one, it's so strong that you can blend up a cell phone in it. In fact, those were the videos that were going around at that time that really sold my husband into purchasing this blender. It's the Blendtec blender. And no joke, we've had this thing for 15 years and it works still just the same as the day we bought it. It literally pulverizes anything. And that's why there was that trend going around back then where you could see what you could pulverize inside of it. Although I don't recommend that because that could be a safety hazard. But I like it better than the Vitamix because it's more powerful. You don't have to use that little wand thing to smash stuff down into it. And it's so easy to clean. Nothing gets stuck on the blades. It's just this one little blade that turns down the bottom, and it's dishwasher safe. Have you seen these silicone reusable baggy containers? I was influenced to buy them from a vegan YouTuber I watch. Yes, I watch a lot of different stuff on YouTube. And I'm not a fan. I find them a pain to clean. They leave a weird residue in the dishwasher, like there's water spots all over these. And they don't hold as much food as you think. Like, you think this is gonna hold a lot of food, but by the time you seal it and it has a max line, it's like hardly anything. So to me, these were a fail, and I don't recommend. Next, let's talk about some household products that I was influenced to buy to make cleaning the kitchen a little bit easier. First is this Shark Mini Vac. This was another product that I never knew how much I needed until I got it. I used to think it was pointless because I have the stick version of that cordless Dyson vacuum, and I just thought, well, that's the same. I can make it into a little mini size and use it, but it's really heavy, and I never realized how heavy it was until I switched over to my Shark little Mini Vac, and I love that thing. It's so lightweight, but still has like a powerful suction, and it has a smaller nozzle too, so it can get into like little cracks and crevices that my Dyson can't. It makes vacuuming out my drawers so easy. There are a couple of different towels that I was influenced to buy. The first are these Bloom towels. Till Vacuum Do Us Part recommended these. In fact, she collabed with them on a Southwest inspired print, which is why I bought them, because I just think they're so adorable. They're double-sided. You have the little cactuses since she lives in Arizona, and then these little Southwest inspired lines, and the colors are all this muted mauve-y muted greens and stuff. Very pretty. And these botanical ones. I have another one, but it's in the dirty laundry right now. But not only do these look good, but they absorb so much liquid and they dry really fast so that after you use them, they're not just going to be some damp towel sitting there forever. They also have these fun seasonal print ones, like I got Halloween ones. They have a Christmas line that was just released. I'm gonna get some of those. So highly recommend those towels. I can't remember the lifestyle YouTuber that first introduced me to e-cloths, but I'm so glad that they did, and I bit the bullet and I picked them up. The glass and stainless steel polishing cloths are incredible. I don't even use glass cleaner or any type of cleaner to clean my stainless steel and windows and mirrors anymore. I just use water and these two cloths. You get the waffle when damp, and then working in sections, scrub at the surface just lightly until all of the gunk is scrubbed away, and then use the polishing cloth to buff out the moisture, prints, and streaks that might be left behind. These are just so easy to use. Highly recommend. The only thing that I purchased over these last Amazon Prime days was this vacuum. It's the Tinco vacuum, and I've been seeing some lifestyle YouTubers use this vacuum. It actually vacuums and mops at the exact same time. When I first saw people using this, I thought that it wasn't gonna do a very good job. I just, again, thought it was really gimmicky, that maybe it'd work for a little while and then stop working. But after getting sick and tired of cleaning my own hardwood floors, from the sweeping, then the vacuuming, then the mopping with my spray mop, I just got so tired of it. I was like, I'm gonna just try this. And I am so glad that I did. And in fact, my floors have never been cleaner. I can't believe how much more gunk this vacuum removes compared to just steam mopping alone. And it's self-cleaning, but you do have to empty out the dirty water tank and remember to detach the brush and let it dry after each use. But other than that, it's really low maintenance. And it just has cut my cleaning time down in half. I actually look forward to mopping my kitchen floors now. Now that my house is clean, the final thing that I was influenced to buy that helps to keep my house smelling good, especially during the Christmas holiday season with all those lovely scents that are out, is this Pura home diffuser. But I have some mixed reviews about it. I love the scents. They have a ton of options to choose from and they're strong. And I also like that you can adjust the levels of scent and the time the scent is released from your phone. But the scent only lasts about a month, and purchasing the scents can get expensive. Each scent is around $12 to $17. I think that overall might be cheaper than using like Scentsy, the little candle wax warmer things, since those only seem to last about a day whenever I use them. But for me, the Pura home diffuser, the scent fades a little bit too quickly than I would like it to. I do recommend these if you have the budget and you want to try it, but just as long as you're going to be invested into repurchasing the refills all the time, because otherwise then it's just not worth getting. I hope this video gave you some ideas for things to try, or even gave you some gift ideas since the holidays are coming up. If you want to see more products that I can't live without, then just click right here.